Intense investigations by experienced UK auditors of the $125 million hospital contract through the request of the interim government has revealed that there were no corrupt dealings or under-the-table transactions when it came to the two state-of-the-art healthcare facilities. This conclusion from a recent press statement from the governor's office, which summarized a very complex and voluminous contract documentation, including detailed building, equipment, and staffing specifications. The review was executed following recent questions and uncertainties laid out by the public. The press statement reveals that the contract was prepared on behalf of the current government by Eversheds, an eminent firm of London-based attorneys. The release notes that InterHealth Canada has assured the government that there was no corruption associated with this contract, nor any kickbacks or honoraria. The release states, however, as a way of rewarding performance, 5 individuals were each paid a one-off honorarium for their role in bringing the project to the end of its design stage. One received $20,000 and none of the other payments exceeded $10,000. The assessment showed that the previous deputy premier is being paid for acting as the TCIG representative. That is the principal coordinator between TCIG and InterHealth Canada. His role, which is genuinely challenging, began in January 2008, and he has been retained in that position as it would not have been possible to recruit a successor with similar institutional knowledge. This role ends when the hospitals are opened next year, at which time the position of TCIG representative will be reviewed. The payments being made to him accordingly appear to be entirely proper. In relation to which companies have been contracted to provide goods and services at the two hospitals, the release explains that InterHealth Canada will over the next few months be entering into a number of subcontracts for the supply of various goods and services. Their tendering process will be transparent and open to audit. They have not yet gone out to tender for the supply of medical gases, for instance, but will be seeking the lowest possible price consistent with acceptable quality when they do so. There can therefore be no question of corrupt payments having been made in connection with that contract. Similarly, neither TCIG nor InterHealth are aware of any other opportunities for corruption in respect of similar contracts. Earlier this year, government officials announced that the government's contract with Southern Health Network to supervise overseas medical referrals ended. The release states that the EOTP will be managed by NHIP in concert with InterHealth Canada, and its decisions will be fully transparent to TCIG and open to audit. As noted above, it continues, the cost of the EOTP is likely to be substantially less than that of the equivalent programs operated by its predecessors, Southern Health Network and SANUS. TCIG's legal contract is with InterHealth Canada Construction Services Limited. This is a wholly owned subsidiary of InterHealth Canada, and TCIG has been informed that there are and have at all material times been no TCI residents or politicians or ex-politicians on its board of directors. The release states that the government will make the information public and intends to publish, including on the internet, documents with summaries, the contractual arrangements, and more details than it is possible in this note. It is also investigating the possibility of placing a copy of the whole contract in a data room in which the contract can be examined in detail in circumstances in which appropriate data can remain confidential. End quote. The joint venture is a public-private partnership which encompasses TCIG, InterHealth Canada, and a number of financial institutions which provided over $125 million for the construction of the facilities. InterHealth Canada will manage and see to the upkeep of the facilities for 25 years, after which the facilities will revert back to TCIG at the expiration of the current contract. For WIV4 News, I'm Angie Toussaint.